Every morning, I used to wake up to the same sound, tires crushing grass that I spent years trying to grow. At first I thought it was a mistake. My neighbor from the HOA, a woman who always acted like the rules belonged to her more than anyone else, would cut across my lawn instead of taking the road. Her car didn't just pass through, it tore through the soil like it was nothing. I tried to stay calm. I went to her politely and said, "Please don't drive over my yard, it's damaging the grass." She didn't even look guilty. "This is the fastest way," she said. "Don't make a big deal out of nothing." But it was not nothing to me. That lawn was my peace. I planted it with my father before he passed away. Every blade of grass felt like a memory. But she kept doing it, day after day. Even when I placed small signs, even when I added stones near the edge, she would still cut through like rules were only for other people. And every time something inside me broke a little more. The HOA, they didn't help. They told me to avoid conflict while my property was being destroyed. So I stopped complaining, and I started planning. I won't lie, I didn't sleep properly for weeks. I wasn't thinking about revenge at first, I was thinking about protection, about how to make her stop for good. One night, under the silence of my backyard, I dug beneath the grass. I installed a hidden deterrent system, something not dangerous, but enough to send a very clear message that my lawn was not a shortcut anymore. No violence, no harm, just consequence. Then I waited. The next morning she came as usual. No hesitation, no care. Her tires touched the grass, and everything changed. A sudden trigger activated the system. Not damage, but surprise. A loud alert, flashing lights hidden along the edge, and a strong automatic barrier rising just enough to stop her car instantly. She slammed the brakes. For the first time, she wasn't in control. People came outside. Neighbors watched. The same people who ignored me for weeks now saw everything. She got out of the car, shocked. "What is this?" I walked slowly to the edge of my yard and said calmly, "This is what happens when you ignore boundaries." She tried to argue, but for once no one was on her side. Not the HOA, not the neighbors, no one. Because they had all seen it. My lawn wasn't just grass. It was my property, my memory, my limit. From that day on, she never drove across it again. And I removed the system the next week, because I didn't need revenge anymore. I just needed respect. And sometimes, the quietest message teaches the loudest lesson. If you want to see the shocking twist and how she got revenge, hit subscribe and don't miss the next HOA story. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video.